Hello, hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar organized by Doxity in partnership with Vilnius University Business School. My name is Carolina, nice to meet you all, and I'll be your host for today's event on behalf of Doxity. I see here that the first people are already starting to join in. We are going to wait just a few minutes before starting to allow everyone to connect. And in the meantime, feel free to say hi on our chat here on Zoom and please tell us where you're from since we are very curious. Okay, first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining us and thank our panelists for being here with us today. As you can see here, I'm not alone. In fact, it's an all-female webinar. I want to introduce you all to Laura, study coordinator at Vilnius Business School, Else, head of digital marketing study program, and Aiste, alumni student at Vilnius Business School. Welcome, it's a real pleasure to have you here. Together with them, we're going to explore how Vilnius University Business School can kickstart your international career, to learn also about global business opportunities, practical experiences, and also scholarships that can support your academic journey in Europe. And of course, we're going to explore the master's programs. But today, you will also have the possibility to hear a direct experience from a student of Vilnius Business School, Aiste, that has just graduated in the International Project Management Study Program. So we will have a real insight from the university. You'll also have the possibility to interact with our speakers and ask them questions. And talking about that, I'd like to remind you that after the presentation, we will have a Q&A session where you'll be able to ask direct questions to the panelists. So don't be shy and just type all of your questions in the Q&A section here in Zoom, and we'll go through them at the end of the webinar. Also, another important information for you, for those of you interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by Doxity for the masterclass, stay tuned because we'll post a link to get the certificate at the end of the session. Okay, I see some other people joining. Welcome again, and welcome, of course, to all of you and to our panelists. I think that without further ado, I'm now leaving the floor to Laura for the presentation. So enjoy this webinar and see you later.
Hello everyone. As Carolina introduced, my name is Laura, and today, together with my colleagues, Aiste and Elise, we will try to give you a full package information about our Vilnius University Business School faculty and about our master degree study programs. We have total 4 study programs of master degrees. So I hope that this information will be very valuable for you. So as you already know, Vilnius University is the largest university in Lithuania, located in the capital city. And currently, the university consists of 15 different faculties, such as history, mathematics, law, political science, medicines, and others. One of these faculties are our business school, which we represent. And today we will tell you more about our studies. So, but briefly introduce Vilnius University. So Vilnius University is established in 1579, and it is one of the oldest universities in Europe. In the world university rankings, Vilnius University is ranked among the top 400 universities worldwide. And very important fact is Vilnius University is nationally ranked also #1 university in Lithuania. So talking about our business school as a faculty, was established 30 years ago. Today, our business school community consists over 1,000 students, 30 of whom are international students from countries such as Turkey, Azerbaijan, Morocco, Georgia, Ukraine, Spain, Philippines, China, and others. So we have a strong community with whom we celebrate the beginning and the end of study years, graduation ceremonies, travel abroad, and so on and so on. So now let's talk about our master degree study programs. As I mentioned before, we have 4 master degree study programs at business school faculty. The duration of all these programs is 1.5 years. It means 3 study semesters. And after these study programs, you will get a master in business management qualification. And all these master degree study programs have strong business partners such as Citco, NASDAQ, Western Union, and others. You can see in this slides. And the most, I think, significant advantage of these programs are their versatility and applicability. And also, it's essential to mention that all of our master degree study programs are adapted for working people. The timetable is very flexible. You can see in the slides that the lectures are in the modular system. It means that you will have lectures on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 2 or 3 times per 1 month. And one study subject you will have only per 1 month. For example, in September, you will have one study subject, you will finish the study subject, and in October, you will start with the second study subject. Here's the general information, which is for all our study, for master degree study programs. And now let's talk about the first, our study program. And this program is, as I say every time, that is for people who love the numbers and mathematics. Because students here will gain a valuable knowledge about financing, about banking sectors, about business optimization, about blockchain, fintech, sustainable investments, risk management, decisions making in business, and so all the full package information about the finances and investments. So graduates of this study program also can be successful leaders in finance and different sectors, different departments of finance and international companies. For example, management positions of financial institutions like banks, insurance companies, leasing companies, pension funds, investment funds, and others. So as you see, the duration of the program is 1.5 years. It means 3 study semesters. 1 year is dedicated for the lectures, and the final study semester is for writing your final master thesis. And it's also very important to mention that studies is not for free. You will need to pay, and studies cost 2,225 euros per study semester. Also, it's very important for the admission that your English proficiency level and your high school grade point average. These 2 things are assessed also. So now let's go to the second, our study program. It's also a very interesting study program. DeepTech Entrepreneurship is, I think, a unique master program that blends academic knowledge and startup accelerator, real experience to prepare students to become like a next generation of successful technology entrepreneurs. Because by the end of the program, you will be able to integrate, for example, your knowledge from different files into action, like to create startups, to become a business developers, marketing professionals, technology entrepreneurs. So So a lot of different positions which you can take after finalizing this study program. And we are very happy to mention that our alumni of this study program already created 3 different startups after the graduation of this study program. So it's a very nice fact of this study program. Also, the studies, as you see, is tuition fee based. So here you can see the price is a little bit higher comparing with our previous study program, but it's similar. Also, this program has a study visit to CERN. It's you can have a study visit, but it's not a mandatory. If you will develop your own startup ideas, you will be able to have a study visit to this organization. So now I think we can stop here with this study program, and next 2 study programs will be presented by my colleagues. So now, Aiste, the floor is yours.
Good evening, participants. So, as Carolina also mentioned, and my colleague Laura, I'm a fresh graduate of International Project Management Master's Program. I received my diploma last week, so I'm very, very happy that we had a very nice celebration after the journey of 1.5 years of this program. So I want to mention that this program is a unique international modular program, especially developed for working students. So the aim of this program is to prepare highly skilled project management professionals who will be able not only to create harmony in chaos, but also become true leaders in the project teams and project programs, portfolios, both in business and in private sector. So it includes smallest family businesses, and it goes to biggest international projects. And you become from talented managers to gifted leaders when it comes to the project management. So the program has been designed in close cooperation with Lithuanian Project Management Association, as you can see in the slide. So after the graduation, you are not only receiving the diploma of international project management, but also a certificate which states that you are eligible to learn more and to gain the D-level IPMA certification. And well, I guess you can already notice that in labor market that it is one of mostly mentioned and used certificates while talking about project management. So shortly about the career opportunities. So as the program's aim is to prepare project management professionals who can efficiently lead projects, programs, and I mentioned portfolios in a challenging international environment, the graduates will be able to initiate and lead projects to the maturity, also provide improvement to the existing processes in their organizations, and also mentioning the duration of this program. So as I already said, it is 1.5 years, 3 semesters, and the price per semester is 2,487 euros and a half euro. So, well, from my opinion, I'm really glad that I started this journey. When I started it looked like that it will take so much of my time, but now I see that I gained very valuable insights that help me in my current workplace. So now I'm giving the floor to Else.
Thank you, Aiste. Elisa, now let's talk about digital marketing study program, also very popular of our study programs.
Yeah, so hello, I'm head of digital marketing program, and everything is the same like Laura told you. It's 1.5 year, it's 3 semesters. 1 semester is dedicated to thesis writing, the last one, so you will not have any modules, so it will be dedicated just for your work. But if we are talking about the program, so usually we have some questions like, will we learn how to use I don't know, some tools like I don't know, Google Analytics or something like this. So no, it is not included in this program, and I will try to explain why. Because here we are talking about master studies, so it means that we are preparing or we are investing in the students with the idea that they will be in the management level. Yes, so it's not necessary to know how to put advertisement in Facebook or in another platform. Yes, so for this you are studying digital marketing master course, master program to have a good experience and to know why you have to do such decisions. Yeah, so you can prove why some advertisement must be in one or another channel, or how to manage all like brand attitudes in one place. Yeah, so it's not about some exact tools or some exact things in digital marketing. Is more from management perspective. So as well as Aiste mentioned it, we have SIM certification in this program, so you can use additional values from this. And we have, I think, 2 times per year, we have seminars with the SIM association. So usually they are explaining how it is possible to use, what you can do, what you can get, and what kind of additional values you can get from this. Yeah, so this accreditation goes together with your diploma. So if we are talking about study subjects, so I think it is available in our website, so you can check all of them. But still, we are working on this program, so it means that we are changing something, we are implementing new modules, or we are implementing new sometimes not full like module, but some topics in the modules. Sometimes we are thinking how to manage and how to do everything better for the student. So it means that we can sometimes we are going for some courses for 10 credits. Sometimes we are splitting them in 5. So it doesn't mean that if something is not okay, we will not change it. Yeah, so it's a program, and we are working on this program. So if we are talking about career opportunities, so yeah, here we are. So we are talking about marketing project management. So I mean, it's different types of agencies to work with the clients or to work in international or local companies. Yeah, so it means that you can apply in like, I would say a lot of different positions, because during these studies in digital marketing, it doesn't mean that you will know just about digital marketing. It means that you will know about marketing as well. Yeah, so how to manage, how to work, and how to reach the best result, I would say, like this. Yeah, so here in this program we have not just professors from Lithuania, but we have professors from different countries. So I think we have professors from UK, from Netherlands. Laura, correct me. Yeah, It's
Yes,
right, yeah. So
yes, yes.
Netherlands, yeah, UK. So and of course, people from practice, yeah. It means that if you will have, for example, two professors, so it can be that one of them will be a person from practice. So it means he or she will be related directly with I don't know, e-commerce, m-commerce, and will be, I don't know, agency owner, or I don't know, CEO of the agency, and all other things. So it means that they know how it works, and of course they can share their experience, and together, like to put everything in one place. Yeah. So what else about, but the system is like in general the same like in other programs, but still, if you will have some questions, so I will be more than happy to answer to these questions. Okay, I hope you okay.
Okay, so I think, Elisa, thank you. Right now, we can continue to talk about our advantages of all the study programs. And after that, when we will have a Q&A session, we will continue. One of the biggest, I think, advantages of our master degree study programs of business school is the opportunity to spend up to 1 year at our partners universities in Europe or in or other countries through the exchange programs. So exchange programs are like bilateral agreements, Erasmus exchange studies, and of course, alumni internships after the studies. When you will get a diploma, you will have an opportunity to have an internship for 6 months also. So, but such opportunities are only for the selected students who do not have study debts and study very well with very high study average at our business school. Now let's talk about very important also thing about scholarships. All the students of our business school can apply for the different types of scholarships during the study period. And students may apply for scholarships such as you see in the slide, social incentive scholarships, social grants, community support scholarships. But the most popular types of scholarships are two: incentive scholarships awarded for particularly good academic results and very high academic results. Scholarships are awarded twice a year, one time per study semester. And the amount, if you're talking about the money, amount of this study program is about 700 euros. So this amount you can get 2 times per year if you will have a very high average of your studies. And another one scholarship is nominal scholarship awarded to university students for the best learning outcomes, and not only for that, but for example, for your social and other reasons, for your active publicizing and promoting the university and its name. So these different scholarships can be frustrating to your study price, but there are no guarantees that you will definitely get them. So you need to be a very active student and to study during the studies to have a very high study results. So we talked about business school as a faculty. We talked about our 4 master degree study programs. But it's also very important, I think, to mention why Vilnius is an excellent city for you for studying, and why we would recommend you to choose to come here and to start your study journey. There are many. The first thing is that there are many accommodation options for international students. in Lithuania, and we strongly suggest you to choose Vilnius University dormitories because they are very close to the academic faculties. The fees of the dormitories is about 100 euro per month. So it's very, very good prices comparing with the private sector. But also, if you would prefer to live alone or to feel more comfortable, there are an option to rent a flat in private sector or room in a flat. So whatever you want. Also, it's estimated that expenses such as accommodation in dormitories, food, study materials, your social leisure activities, for example, movie tickets, theater, or other entertainments, public transport, medicines, haircuts, an average of approximately is 500 euros per month. But it depends on your need. And it may seem that living in Lithuania is quite expensive. But there are a few ways to minimize your costs. So, for example, you can get a student loan or apply for scholarships, which I mentioned before, or to get, for example, a part-time job in Lithuania. So there are options. So it depends what you need. In this slide, we would like to show you the most interesting Vilnius University places. You will have an access to as Vilnius University students there, and you can see here in Vilnius University Central Building. The second picture is of the observatory of Vilnius University. Also, you can see the library, two libraries, really, both the old and the new buildings, which are open 24 hours per night for all our students, where you can study, and the university's botanical garden. So you are welcome to visit these places if you will be a student of Vilnius University Business School. Talking about the admission requirements, it's very sad that today my colleague Laurina, who is the head of admission office, can be here because he got sick. But the main requirements are these, which you see in the slides. All these requirements is for all our 4 study programs is valid. It means that if you would like to become a student, a master degree student of our business school, the first requirement is that the applicants must have an overall grade average of at least 70% for admission. We are talking about your previous bachelor degree studies, an average of your previous studies. The second requirement is your English language proficiency. It means that the requirement is to have a level not lower than B2. So following the European framework and language requirements for European Union students also. But here is not all the requirements. The third requirement also is related with your bachelor's degree and your studies, because your previous studies must be in business and management area, or business administration or economics area. And you need to have at least 20 credits in business or economics studies. And also a requirement to pay for 1 year studies if we have a free study semesters, the requirement is to pay for 1 year studies till the beginning of the study years at our business school. So how to explain? Then you need to pay for 2 study semesters. If you in the previous slides you saw the amount of 1 study semester, you will need to pay for the 2 study semesters, and after that to start your studies. And for the final study semester, you will pay when you will be a student of the final study semester. So I hope that I explained the main requirements. I can repeat that it's an average of your previous studies, English language proficiency certificate, your bachelor's diploma of management, business, or economics degree studies, and to pay for 1 year studies. And here is also we mentioned that application fee is 100 euros. So if your qualifications match the program, it means you will be everything will be okay with these requirements. You, like an applicant, you will receive an invitation for the video interview with my colleague Laurina, the head of admission office, and more details will be provided during the application period and during the motivation video. So here you can see also the code you can scan, and you will see the admission steps which is required for master degree studies. And here also you can find the contacts of my colleague Laurina. As I said, she is the head of admission office, and she will explain you everything if you will have any questions about the admission procedures at our Vilnius University Business School. So thank you for your time. And now I think, Carolina, we can stop here and start with our Q&A session.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So hello again. First of all, thank you for the amazing information and for the presentation. I would like to tell to all the participants that we will send you an email in the next few days with the contacts of Vilnius University Business School and also the recording of this webinar. So if you have lost something, don't worry, because you can see it again and take all the information that you need. I see that we have, in fact, a lot of questions here. So if you want, we can proceed and read the first one. So the first one is, do I need to know Lithuanian to study or live in Vilnius, or is English enough for daily life?
If I can answer, I would say, yes, English it's enough, but it would be very nice because to learn Lithuanian language, because we have an opportunity, and we suggest this opportunity for our students to participate in Lithuanian language courses. So I think that it's also a very nice way how to get to know better our country. And Aiste, maybe you would like to add something. How do you think it's important to know Lithuanian language, or it's English enough?
Well, to live in Lithuania, it's enough to know English. But to be more familiar with the culture, with the people living here, it would be nice to at first learn some words as say hi in Lithuanian, thank you, and other things, because then you feel more included into the community. But it's not mandatory. Well, it is very nice to have, but not much to have.
Thank you. We have another questions that I think we already anticipated before, but if you want, you can add something. How international are the programs? Will I have the chance to work with students from different countries?
Oh, the internationality of the programs, it is very high, especially in master programs. Because currently, if we want to elaborate on the numbers, well, in my program, it was 50-50. And we were 32 students, and 15 of them were from international. They were international from other countries around the world. So yes, you get very high opportunities to work with them during your projects, during your group work, while studying in the Vilnius University Business School, because it is one of our attributes as a faculty, because we are really international. And well, for us Lithuanians, well, I'm native Lithuanian. Well, for me also, it was very beneficial because I hadn't to go somewhere to feel international.
Fantastic, thank you. So another question is, what kind of career opportunities does the program in digital marketing open up? And are there any companies that frequently hire graduates?
I would say that I will answer to this
Yes.
question. We how to say we collaborate with some companies, but it doesn't mean that they will propose some work. But it can be, you know. I really believe that active students, they can find some job during their studies. So okay, maybe at the beginning not the role they would like to work later, but you know, to understand how everything works in the companies. So yeah, so we have such opportunity, if you are if you will be active, but it's not like a proposals. Usually we have collaborations, but it doesn't mean that that you will get some proposal from the companies. So, but there are a lot of agencies, a lot of international agencies, and big international companies. So I really believe that it's not a problem. Yeah. So we have here in Lithuania well-known unicorns like Vinted or NordVPN. So it means that, you know, these companies are working all around the world. So there are a lot of opportunities, and really active students, I really believe that they can have some job during their studies already.
Perfect, thank you. And I see another one connected to this one from a student from Tunisia that is actually studying in a bachelor in digital marketing and is going to have his diploma next July. And he would like to study master's degree in Lithuania. And he is asking if it's possible since he saw that the deadline is 1st May. I don't know if Laura, do you have any other information about maybe the admissions?
It depends from which country. Can you remind me?
Tunisia.
Indonesia. So Indonesia is not European Union.
Tunisia, actually, sorry. It's Tunisia.
Tunisia. So I
Yes.
think student can our future student can apply till the 1st of July. Yes, the deadline is till the 1st of July to submit all the necessary documents into our admission system. If you will late, it means that you will be in the waiting list for the next year. You will not start your studies from this September, but it will be an opportunity to start your studies a little bit later.
Okay, great, thank you. So we actually have some questions for Aiste. The first one is, hi, how would you describe the teaching style at Vilnius University? Is it more theoretical or practical?
Well, I would say that it is, again, 50-50, because you have to get your theory in order to be able to adapt it to the practice. So, well, how it looks like. The lecture's length is 1 hour and a half. So mostly we have one lecture, and the second one is a seminar. So during the first lecture, we have theory. We talk about all the theory, including the authors, the definitions and everything. And then during the seminar, mostly we were divided in groups. So we were working either on our idea, either on our work sphere and on the processes, how to improve them. Well, it depends on the subject, because in my program, particularly international project management, we had a lot of subjects from strategic management to the finance and also agile style and how to adapt it. So, to summarize, 50-50. So you sometimes it seems challenging because you have to start adapting right away. But it's a bit, it breaks your mind. But for the future, it builds your mindset among how to proceed in projects.
Thank you. And another question for you is, what's the best piece of advice, sorry, you would give to someone considering applying? Thank you for your testimonial.
Okay, only for the applying. I guess motivational, or I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so mostly, the most important, I guess, would be to prepare facts why you want to choose this program, because you really want to be passionate about it, because you have to understand that this journey will take your time, will take financial resources, and you have to be passionate about the field, and you have to know that this is the right field for you. So if you know that and you prepare your speech among those facts, it means that your eyes will shine during the motivational interview, and it will be visible that you're really passionate and you really want to be here and study. So I guess that will be the main factor, to answer yourself that you really want to dedicate these years for your learning experience here.
And do you also have some experience in interviews? A student is asking if you have advice for the interviews with the companies. Did you already have some?
With the companies, yes, I had some previously. Currently, I was already working full-time and studying at once. But from my previous experience, it's the same, you have, when you're applying, you have to know the background of the company. That helps. So you already know the field where they operate, you already know their vision, mission, and you can respond upon that. But also, you have to know your best qualities, and not to be scared to mention some cons of yourself, or maybe areas for improvement, because you have to, it is not a minus to show that you're a person and you're also lacking some knowledge somewhere. So maybe this would be beneficial.
Great, thank you. And to give a pause to Aiste, I have a question for the digital marketing programs. That is, do we have to update our curriculum, I think, to apply to the program with current digital marketing trends, maybe AI, influencer marketing, or data analytics?
Yeah, some things is already implemented. I didn't maybe mention it, all these details, but yes, for sure we have this, and I think from September we will have some updates in a lot of modules with artificial intelligence tools, and how we can use, where we can use, how to use, and all other things, because for sure we understand that it will be in our lives. It is in our lives, so we have to use this properly, and we have to use this correctly with everything what we have to do. And we have to learn about this. So for sure, these things is already implemented. Some aspects will be implemented from New Year, from new from new study year, so from 1st of September. And about influencer marketing, so yes, it's usually in my part in integrated marketing communication. We have part about virtual influencers and all other things. So, but it's just, I'm talking now about small parts in big modules. So, so the answer would be yes, we have all these mentioned things, but it's not dedicated to one module. It's implemented in the modules.
Thank you. And we have the last two questions for Aiste again. The first one is, what's your experience with student life and extracurricular activities? So we're talking about free time. Are there clubs or events worth joining?
Yes, definitely. Because not only university itself offers it, but the city, and if you have any kind of hobby, so you can join clubs. But talking about the university, so there is a variety of them. You can join hiking club if you're in nature and getting to know the country and everything. Also, there is a choir where you can join if you like singing. Because for my personal experience, I really like singing, so there was a competition, the Vilnius University Talent. So I encouraged myself to go there, and it was a very nice experience. And well, it helped me to get the best, I guess, from my study years, because not only you feel very involved in your studies. You think that you only learn and you have to read everything, you have to prepare assignments. But then on the other hand, you know that you can just use your talents and show them to the world, to the community. So well, there are a variety of them. I even don't know all of them, but if you have hobbies, any kind of, it's very simple. You open the website, Vilnius University clubs, and you can find the one which matches your expectations.
Great. And the second one, I think it could be connected, since it is, how did you adapt to life in Vilnius? What surprised you the most about living and studying there? And is Vilnius expensive? But basically, to this last question, Laura partly answered before.
Well, yeah. Well, if we think about other countries and we try to think about Lithuanian prices, I'd say that it's not very expensive. It's how to say? Maybe it's similar to Germany, I guess. But maybe the most expenses go to renting apartment if you want to live alone, because it is quite competitive. But are there any places? Yes, definitely, it is possible to find. But getting back to the adaptation, how to live in Vilnius, well, it's quite easy because where you go, English language is used. So you can talk. It is easy to shop. It is easy to find any other services you need. We have food deliveries and everything. So, well, it's very convenient. For me, it was very convenient to understand that you can get everything delivered to your house, that you can find people who have similar interests in your study program, and then you start looking for any extracurricular activities for, I don't know, just going for bowling or to the cinema. So it is quite fascinating because Vilnius, it's quite small town in regards of other cities in Europe, but it has everything you need, and you feel near the nature because it's a green city. So you don't get stuck with all the dust or something. It's very nice.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I don't see any other questions in the Q&A box, but in fact, we had a lot of curiosity. So thank you so much for all the questions you asked. Of course, again, if any other questions pop up in your mind later, don't worry, because we will send you the contacts of the Vilnius University. So if you have any other questions, you can ask, and you will receive for sure a prompt answer. You will also receive the recording of this webinar again. So if you want to take a look at it again, you can do it and take all the information that you need. I've just shared in the chat the link to get the certificate for this webinar. So if you click on it, you will get the certification. So thank you so much for being with us today. Of course, I hope to see you again in the next webinar organized by Doxity in partnership with Vilnius, maybe. And thanks to our panelists for being here with us today, for the really interesting presentation, for all the information, and for the availability. Thank you, Aiste, for your patience and for your testimonial. And so thank you. Have a really nice rest of the day.
Thank you, Carolina.
Thank you.
Thank you for the participants. It was real nice to meet you here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.